For those who don't know me, I go by Motherlandboy, young hip hop artist, entrepreneur, African, based in ATL, representing Motherland music. You know what I'm saying? I'm launching my new brand, Motherland. You can see the sweater I'm wearing. It's gonna be available this year, 2023, online and in a few retail stores. Stay tuned for more news about that. But I wanna keep making the videos about, France and colonialism and how it affected me. You know what I'm saying? How being colonized by France or by a European country, you know what I'm saying, can affect like our generation. You see what I'm saying? Or even the future generations. So I'm gonna tell you like kind of a personal story, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's gonna give you an example of how they operate, you know what I'm saying? So me, for example, both my parents are from Mali, West Africa. My mom and my dad are from Mali, West Africa. They are both citizens of the country of Mali. But they were residents of France. Both of them lived in France and worked in France. That's how I was born in France, you know. And me being born in the 80s in France, and my parents being from a country that was colonized by France, I automatically becomes a French citizen. That was the law back in the days, back in the 80s. If your parents are from a country that was colonized by France, like a ex-French colony, and you was born in France, you're automatically French from birth. You know what I'm saying? So I am French. My younger sister that was born 3 years after me is French also. You know what I'm saying? But my parents are not. My mom is not, my dad are not. They just have the French green card, basically. They have the French residency. So you can imagine that a lot of people like us, I mean, like my parents were living in France and having kids. So a lot of young kids like me were being born black from African parents, but having a French nationality. So basically, during the 80s, the 90s, you saw a boom of young black Frenchmen, you know, which if you look at France before that, there was no black people like that. All the black people were immigrants. You see what I'm saying? Like my parents, they were immigrants living there, like being residents, having a green card, whatever, but had no French rights as citizens. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't vote, couldn't, run for any office, couldn't, you don't have certain benefits, etc., etc. Anyway, so I guess they started noticing that a lot of black Africans are French, and you can even see like the soccer team, the French soccer team or the French basketball team, they're all black African, all of them first generation, their parents all, you know what I'm saying, from Africa. So all of a sudden, when we get to 2000, I don't remember the exact date, but in the 2000s, not even the 2000, in the 90s, because my little brother was born in 1997. So I guess in the late 90s or mid 90s, they just fucking changed the law. They're like, look, even if you're born in France from parents from the French colony, you are no longer French. You are the same nationality as your parents. The only way you can be French now is if you live in France from the time you are 5 years old till the time you're 13, and then when you reach 13, you make a demand to try to be French, and when you reach 18, you'll become French. You know, so they started putting all these conditions. If you was born in France and you want a citizenship, now it's the new conditions. So people that were born in France by parents like my parents wasn't French no more. Like my younger brother, which we have the same mom, the same dad, was born in 1997, but he was born in France also, just like me, just like my sister, but he's not a French citizen and was never able to become a French citizen. You see what I'm saying? Because they changed the law. Once they realized that too many people like us are born French, they were like, oh man, we fucked up. We can't have all these black people being French. You know, they changed the law. So even though my younger brother is like a different, is like me, just born later. You know what I'm saying? We have the same mom, the same dad, the same circumstances. So basically, we should have the same nationality. They say we from the same, you know what I'm saying? We basically the same person that was just born in different times. But he's not French. They changed the law before he was born. You know? So that's how they do it. Anything that working at advantage, they're going to push towards that. And anything that, you see what I'm saying, they feel like is a disadvantage, they're going to, with no shame at all. You see what I'm saying? So me, I don't really care because I don't relate to France. I don't feel like I'm French. I speak French, but the culture, my mentality, I'm not French. And my younger brother either, he doesn't care about it. But think about all the other ones that maybe never went back to Africa, that was born in France, their parents are living in France, they go to school in France, they live their whole life in France till they reach 18. Until they become 18, they don't have that the nationality of the only country they know. You see what I'm saying? They might not have the same chance that I had to go back to Africa. Like my parents took me back, so I automatically have had a relation. I really grew up in Africa, so that's where I really, you see what I'm saying? And then moved here. So it's like it's different. If I was still in France, I didn't have the opportunity to leave France and ever go back to Africa, and then at one point come here and I had to stay in France, I would feel French. I would be part of the culture. That would be my everyday life. So imagine being somewhere where you don't have a chance to the citizenship. Like, I've been in America for more than 10, 15 years now, and I'm a citizen. You see what I'm saying? I had a path to citizenship. I had a chance to become a citizen, you know? America is, I feel like a lot of people criticize, you know what I'm saying, America when it comes to immigration, but I swear you never been to a European country. Go check the European policies like for France or Great Britain or Germany. Now, I wouldn't say Germany. Germany, they're pretty cool. But it's certain countries that in Europe is like, the immigration is just awful. The laws are just ridiculous, racist. You see what I'm saying? Discrimination from the top. Like, they're not even hiding it. So that just gives you the, you know what I'm saying, a glimpse of the mentality, the French mentality, the European mentality, the way they exploit people and just get what they want out of them, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, but it's the truth. You see what I'm saying? And we gotta make a change. I feel like we have to fight. We have to fight. We have to fight the system from the inside. You see what I'm saying? We have to make them respect African life. Make them respect, like, you know what I'm saying, our condition. They can't just switch up laws on us like just when they feel like it. Like, we have rights too. We have feelings too. It affects us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain people are lost. You know what I'm saying? I remember being lost. Not being able to understand who really am I French? Am I African? Am I American? Am I, like, you know what I'm saying? Just bouncing around all these different cultures. Like, you know, it's confusing because every culture is different. You see what I'm saying? Laws are different. The way people act is different. The languages are different. You know, so it's crazy. It's really crazy. You know, but I just wanted to share that story. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it gives you insight. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more information, and it's inspiring to somebody. You know, and I'm gonna keep sharing my story, keep sharing the information that I know. You know, and let's keep growing this channel, man. Let's keep growing this movement. It's Motherland movement. You know, empty Motherlandboy. You already know what's going on with me. Bah.